I'm fine. I'm calling about Lincoln Riley again. I have to disagree with the other gentleman, LV, because this is a coaching problem. There is no way you're going to be on the goal line, 4 plays to go in, less than 10 yards, and not run the ball 4 times. Joyner, when he was in the game, he was getting positive yards. Why isn't Joyner lining up on the goal line, running the ball in for a touchdown? Woody Marks had a carry load today. He was doing his thing today. But Joyner on the goal line would have scored that touchdown. I've been saying, I've been calling in, just to say my 3rd time calling in, I've always told you it's a Lincoln Riley problem. It's not a player's problem and stuff like that. The USC has talent.
Music.
It's a Lincoln Riley problem.
Music.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley is not fumbling, throwing interceptions, missing tackles, not calling it a line adjustment, right? Right on that 4th down. There were too many guys there to block, and they need either Miller or Monheim have to see that and make the call, because that was embarrassing what happened on 4th down.
Let me say this, Tim.
But they shouldn't have been in that situation.
All right, hold on.
Throw the ball on the second. Go ahead.
Agreed. By the way, agreed. Go ahead, LV.
Listen, those are valid points. Here's why it's not the coach. It's not the coach because the players play. The players play. They got to execute. Last year's offense, the problem was the defense. It wasn't the offense. They were one of the best offenses in the nation. They were scoring points with no problem. The year before that, it was the same thing. Lincoln Riley has never had an issue with scoring points. So now he comes to this year. How is it things are not working? You got to look at the personnel that he has. He has always had a top-tier quarterback, always. And so now you're seeing certain things kind of backpedal on certain. So, yes, he's not making adjustments. He's not doing this. But we can't sit here and act like he doesn't know what he's doing, or he doesn't, he's coaching. You got to execute with a guy like him. He's top tier when it comes to play calling, as far as guys, as far as stars and athletes. He knows the guys who should be out there doing it. He's doing it too long at a top tier level. But guys got to execute, man. If they can't execute, where is he going to pull from?
Okay, but I'm not saying I totally disagree with you, because I agree with most of that. But the point is, if you're a head coach and you don't have that, it's great. Hey, look, everyone's offense looks great. Caleb Williams back there, right? Baker Mayfield, your offense is going to look great. What do you do when you don't have a Baker? This was his chance to show his chops. And I get it, parts of the offensive line, but it's year 3. It's not year 1. I can't really kind of dance around it. It's to the point where the offensive line, Miller came into the season, he was firing. That guy is, again, Gabe's nailed it. That guy's broken, Music. And so what's the solution, Music, really quick? Because we got to move on.
Yeah, I know you do. But listen, I don't think he's broken. Like I say, again, it's just a play call. Again, the first half, he didn't run the ball at all. The second half, you run the ball, you get positive yards. I'm just going to go on this one, and I'm going to be through with this call. I'll call you next time. But on that play on the goal line, Riley said him running it, then passing, and trying to run it 2 times. He should just ran it 4 times.
I agree. So I lost it when he threw to Deuce Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah, because the receivers dropped the ball today. Kyle Ford had one, had a drop. Deuce Robinson had a drop. So, yeah, a little bit this goes on Miller Moss, but he did throw 2 touchdowns. But 1 touchdown today, that was a pretty ball to Mekhi Lemon. So, like I said, it's not him. It's Lincoln Riley's play calling when it comes down to crunch time. But I got one more thing to tell you. I'm going to get off the phone. Did you see Lane Kiffin today? I want Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin's never come back after we did that guy. And I don't blame him. The way he came in and did a great job of those sanctions, and he's a great coach. I'm telling you right now, let's say make it really worth his while. The way they treated him, man.
Yeah, they did him dirty, man.
Yeah.
Again, man, I think it's all on Riley.
Okay.
Since I looked at looking at social media, and some of the things that he's saying right now are comical. He keeps going back to this, we're this close, and you can blame everybody you want. He should have benched Moss a long time ago, and I just can't explain it, brother. I can't explain the 2 halves. I can't explain why we played the way we did in the first half versus the second half, and there's just no way to justify the amount of money that he's making. And and the product.
Mike, let me switch
the
it around.
results that he's
Mike,
putting out on the field.
yeah. I'm sorry to cut you up, but we are getting really redundant. Not you, but just everyone in general. It's just been this echo going back and forth. What should Riley say? What should Riley be saying right now? Go ahead. But remember, you're not just talking to the fans that want, pitchforks and torches. You're talking to recruits. You're talking to recruiting families. You're talking to your players. You're talking to your players' families. What do you say as the coach?
Yeah, I am not. It's funny, and I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
He's not getting the job done. It's that simple. He is the head ball coach.
Wait, no, Mike,
he's
stop.
Not getting the job done.
Mike, no, again, I don't want to cut you off, but we have people waiting, and I really want to hear from you. So listen to my question. Okay. You don't like his messaging. I think a lot of people don't. What do you want him to say? But remember, you're not just trying to appease fans, because really, no offense, it's the last person probably is important is the fan. He doesn't owe an apology to the fans. So he's selling his program to other players, right? His current players, their families, the recruits, and the recruits' family. Would you say that they're way more important than the feels of the fan base? Yes or no?
Well,
no.
If you look
Stay
at
to that question, please.
Listen, I get what you're saying, but if I'm a recruit, and I'm sitting there going, why is he still playing that quarterback that has thrown 3 picks?
Okay. My question. No.
He has a backup quarterback.
Mike. My question to you is, what is he supposed to say? You have a problem with what he said. Tell me what he's supposed to say.
We're all about winning. This school, this university, this institution is all about winning. And right now, I'm not getting it done as a head ball coach because we're not winning games. It's unacceptable. And I need to do a better job of coaching so that we can show the product on the field that we know we are capable of being. It's
perfect.
That simple.
I think
He's got a team capable of winning.
Wait. You just won me over. That's what he needs to say. And I totally agree with you. I agree. He needs to say that. But then he needs to mix in the message that they are close, because you do want to see. Here's the thing. You want to sell hope. He needs to be accountable. So I think what I hear you saying is you want him to be more accountable. None of this we're right there, blah, blah, this and that. But he needs to start with, this is USC. We win championships. I came here and initially said that we're going to win championships and we have a high standard, blah, blah. And now I'm saying we're so close. You're right. I think once in a while, Riley would do himself a lot of favor, even if it's just lip service, possibly. But he has to know it. I think he does have to say that. Listen. But here's the thing, though. He has said. Now I said that. He has said that. He has said that in press. You watch press conferences. He does say, "Hey, look, and we got to do this with it, and it all starts with me. I'm the head coach." He does take responsibility for that.
Tim, he said it tonight that it's on me. Tim, he said it's on me tonight.
He doesn't learn from his mistakes.
Well, no, which is it though, Mike? Is he not learning from his mistakes, or you don't like what he's saying? Because he has taken that responsibility. You want to hear from him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Listen, I know you're upset, and you have every right to be upset. But I think we need to hold him accountable for what he's screwing up on. I've never been a big person who cares what the coach says, because 99.9% of it is just coach speak. It doesn't really mean anything. If you let it ruffle your feathers, you're putting your energy in the wrong direction. That second part you talked about, where we need to see change. He's not making the changes. He's doing the same thing. That's where you want to focus on. Okay. Why didn't we run the ball?
Let me ask a question, Tim. Tell me, do you not see any similarities between what happened with Grinch last year and what's happening with Moss this year?
Explain. No, those are two totally different things, but explain how they're similar.
His loyalty to the people that he finds closest to him is amazing. It doesn't matter that they are cooking his butt, right? He is loyal to a fault.
Have you been listening to the show?
Loyal to Grinch, and he has been loyal to Moss to a fault.
Mike, I think it's a false equivalency you're trying to do right now. I think the issue with the Grinch thing, clearly, yeah. If you've been listening, I think LB and I have said we've said the quarterback. We've said it about 5 times. We've said that if it was the right move, he's shown he does it in the past. Everyone wants it to go to Jennings. We hate Miller. He's a statue, etc. Blah blah blah. You guys keep saying all the same stuff, and I keep saying to you, Riley wants to win. You think because he's loyal to Miller? I'm sorry, Mike. If you have anything else, because I'm not touching that one again. I've already explained it. I don't want to do it again. Anything else?
You don't think Mayava deserves a role? You don't think Mayava deserves a shot to play?
I don't think he deserves a shot to play unless he puts the team in a better position to win than Miller Moss. And the head coach, Lincoln Riley, who has a very good experience with the quarterbacks, is saying that it's not the time for Jaden. You got me?
Wow.
All right. Have a great night, Mike.
That.
Mike, how many practices have you watched? Mike?
Not enough, and they're closed now.
No. Mike, you haven't watched a single one, man. You have no idea what Jaden's doing if he's ready. Correct?
We'll never know. We'll never know because he's never going to get on the field anyway, so it doesn't matter.
All right, Mike. Great call. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. We're talking in circles again. That's just, I'm not going to either. I mean, that level of anger, I get it. I can sit up here and make everyone happy like some people do and go, yeah. But the fact of the matter is that's not really a logical argument. Go ahead.
Tim, listen, Tim, this is the passion, Tim. You got to love it. This is the passion. Fight on. This is what it is. Everybody's upset. Everybody's angry. Everybody's mad. Listen, to everybody's point, you're valid. Everybody is valid in how you feel. Trust me, you are. Because listen, this is USC. Listen, this is USC. We should not have the record that we have. This shouldn't be this way at all. But I'm going to say this for the last time. Me and Tim have been stressing this.
Okay.
You got to trust this guy. This guy's resume speaks for itself as far as quarterbacks. Do you really think that if Mayava was better, he would not put him in? Do you really think that this guy is that stubborn? If he knows, this is his legacy on the line too, guys. If Mayava is better, he's just going to say, I'm not playing him because I'm loyal to Miller. This is bigger than football. This is just us being smart here.
It's just nonsensical, really. And I'm sorry. I'm not going to pretend like it's a good call. Be mad at me. I think you give me some great points. You're very emotional right now, but you keep going back at the same thing, you guys. And we've been talking about the whole night. It's nonsensical. You think now, listen, could he be wrong? Yes, he could be wrong. But don't come here and say to me, and you know what? Mayava might get on that field and tear it up. And I'd be so happy for him. Right. And he could be wrong, but don't come here and say he's only doing it because he's playing favorites. That's the part that gets my back up. If you want to call and say, I know he's done really good with quarterbacks, but I think he's making the wrong call here. I think that, he should, he got to give Jaden a shot here, but then we'll have the conversation. But don't call in and say, well, he's doing it because he's playing favorites. That's what gets me just like where I am, because I've had to explain this, like what, LV, how many times? Like 6 times tonight? At least?
Yeah, no. But the similarities between Boone and Lincoln Riley, and that's what I'm getting at here.
Okay.
So, but first of all, I think what we're getting at here is the lack of consistency with this team, and obviously, I think a lot of that comes to our coaching staff having to prepare these guys the right way. But LV, I'm right along with you as well. These players need to execute. If you look at what Miller Moss has done now, he's completely regressed. He's throwing flat-footed, trying to fit throws in these tight windows, and he's picked up a lot of bad habits, and those bad habits are leading to some losses. And I'm not going to lie, it takes the wind out of us. It just hits us at wrong times. He's throwing these picks, and the inconsistency with our coaching staff, with the play calling. You see that Joyner's running so hard and knocking helmets off of guys with that power. I don't know why they don't continue to use the 1-2 punch a little bit more consistently. And then on top of that, I think it's the way that they bring these different players into the game. There's a lot of them that come in and they don't get enough touches or balls thrown their way. And they're, it's just the same guys over and over again. I'd like to see them rotate a little bit more frequently and just kind of get more consistency throwing to him. But Miller's he's shot, man. He's not there anymore. And this is the first time we anointed him as the next guy. He's going to be the man. And I got to tell you, I'm frustrated because I'll tell you right now, I don't see that. This is his first year that we've seen him in action, and he's regressing and he's struggling. And honestly, I think it'd be nice to see him kind of take take a step back and either. But then again, if Jaden was ready, they would have had him in there.
That's
so
why I
Riley's
want.
in
Yeah,
a tough spot, and I don't know what to do.
Well, here's what's happened.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, let me. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, here's what's going on. DJ Lagway was who he wanted. You guys watched DJ Lagway play before he got hurt today?
Yes.
That was the dude that Lincoln Riley went after. He couldn't close the deal with it.
He wanted him, reason. Tim, and also Tim. I'm gonna throw this in. I'm gonna let you finish, Tim. He also, remember, guys, he flew down to Kansas State to go try to get Will Howard, and that didn't work. Go on, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, so
but this is what I'm getting at here too. It's recruiting is really it's freaking me out a little bit because we got so much invested in Juju, and I think we kind of blew it with that because there's so many other guys that we've missed out on now. Now you got this guy here who Lincoln's all in, kind of like Will Howard and all those guys, and then Miller kind of threw a wrench into that. So I'm just afraid by us losing, everything's gonna kind of explode in our face, and that's what I'm worried about. But anyway, guys, I got to get going. I just can't even eat dinner tonight, man. I'm so disgusted with everything.
Right there with you, man.
My life right now when it comes to sports.
I couldn't eat anything at halftime.
Take care of yourself, hey Tim. I got nothing but love. For you, Tim. And hey, LV, this is the first time I've talked to you. Fight on, brother. And I'll find you on YouTube or somewhere, man. I really like your style. Take care, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do all right. We'll be okay in the end. But yeah, I hear you guys. Thank you, Paul, calling in. Appreciate it.